And now the news. Over 56,000 tourists visited Jos van Dijk in 2013. Premier and Minister of Tourism Dr. D. Orlando Smith revealed this on Tuesday, May 13th, while addressing a rain-affected opening ceremony for a welcome and information center on the sister island. The opening of the center was twinned with a similar ceremony for a new taxi stand built to house the Jos van Dijk Taxi Association. Both projects emerged from a tourism industry partners meeting between the Jos van Dijk community and the BVI Tourist Board in March last year.
The center is strategically positioned in Great Harbour. This is important for us to bear in mind. This facility is a door into the Jos van Dijk community. It's the first point of contact in welcoming, informing, and directing visitors, local and international, on how to make the most of the Jos van Dijk experience. Additionally, the Jos van Dijk Center is expected to function as a resource center for the youth and people of the community. In so doing, the center will provide the necessary exposure to plant the seeds of interest in the tourism sector for years to come. My government is committed to growing the tourism sector of the entire BVI. As Minister of Tourism, I must say that Jos van Dijk is truly a diamond in the territory. Its role in the BVI tourism industry cannot be understated. For example, in 2013, last year, over 56,000 tourists visited Jos van Dijk. And at the end of March 2014, that is this year, within only 3 months, visitor arrivals are reported to be over 18,000. It must be noted that some 85% of holiday visitors to the islands in 2013 were yachters, but that comes as no surprise. With easy access by charter boats, yachts, and ferries, both from the USVI and BVI, Jos van Dijk is a playground for seasonal tourists wishing to experience the rustic, natural beauty of the BVI and refreshing, tranquil, and soothing waters.
2nd District Representative J. Alvin Christopher says the Welcome Center can be a source of information gathering to constantly evaluate the visitor's experience.
I am pleased to be here to join with the Honorable Premier and the members of the BVI Tourist Board and the government in welcoming this very important initiative here on the island. Tourism, as you know, in particular in Jos van Dijk, the tourist sector, I believe I can say without any fear or reservation, provide at least about 80% of employment here on the island. And any effort to enhance the product on this island is welcome. This information center here, I do hope, and I believe that the Tourist Board do share in these views, will be a place where visitors can receive information as it pertains to the rich heritage that Jos van Dijk presents. I do hope that all effort is being made to allow the visitors to Jos van Dijk to get a good understanding about the island. And that information, I am looking forward that it would be dispersed at this Welcome Center. Not only that it will be used to give out information, but I do hope that some arrangement will be made that when the visitors leave this island, information would be given by them that their experience here on the island can be recorded, and the tourist board can use that information in the future to understand where these islands need to go in order so that each island can contribute to the development of these British Virgin Islands.
Meanwhile, the Jos van Dijk taxi stand and holding area in Great Harbour was also handed over to the community on Wednesday. President of the Jos van Dijk Taxi Association, Gregory Calwood, called for increased governmental support to regulate taxi services on the island.
We leased this land from Roosevelt Smith. That's cordon off. We pay him $1,200 a year, so it's ours. So we thank you guys again for helping us to build this organization. But while I'm at it, I like for the government to be with us 100% because since 2009 till now, 2014 going for 15, I think we could have been a lot further. So now you're on board, work with us. We still have a lot more to go. The grounds we want to fix up nicely, we need signs. I would have been glad if you had walked with some signs in your pocket. They say you have to get them legal, say taxi parking.
The Premier and Tourism Minister was very impressed with the taxi stand. He also commended the members of the Jos van Dijk Taxi Association for being diligent enough to form a unified body without help from a government agency.
I'm really impressed with what I see right here. It's a small building, but it's beautifully put together. What impressed me about the Taxi Association here is that they started to do something themselves. They acquired the land and got ready for this building and then waited for government to come in and give a hand. And this is what I think the spirit of the community should be all about. Doing things to help the community to move forward, not just sitting down and waiting for someone else, whether it's government, whether it's someone from America or England to come and do things for you. And I think Jos van Dijk is really the epitome of that kind of spirit in the British Virgin Islands.
The Welcome and Information Center and taxi stand are part of efforts to improve the tourism offerings on the sister island.